Nestled in the heart of the land of enchantment, White Sands National Park stands as a testament to the captivating beauty and geological wonders that the state of New Mexico has to offer. Covering over 275 square miles of the Tularosa Basin in southern New Mexico, this national park is a unique and mesmerizing destination that draws visitors from all corners of the globe. With its pristine gypsum dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see, White Sands offers a remarkable contrast to the typical image of desert landscapes. In this comprehensive guide, we will delve deep into the history, geology, ecology, and recreational opportunities that make White Sands National Park a must-visit destination. Chapter 1: Geological Marvels. 1.1 The formation of the dunes. The defining feature of White Sands National Park is its vast expanse of brilliant white gypsum sand dunes, which are unlike any other sand dunes on Earth. These dunes are the result of a unique geological process that began millions of years ago. Around 100 million years ago, a vast inland sea covered the area that is now the Tularosa Basin. Over time, this sea gradually evaporated, leaving behind layers of gypsum and other minerals on the basin floor. Subsequent geological processes, including the uplifting of the surrounding mountains and changes in climate, created the conditions necessary for the formation of gypsum dunes. Unlike quartz-based sand, gypsum does not absorb heat, which is why the dunes remain cool to the touch even on scorching summer days. The gypsum crystals in the sand also give it its dazzling white appearance, making White Sands a true natural wonder. 1.2 The dynamic nature of the dunes. One of the most fascinating aspects of White Sands National Park is the dynamic nature of its dunes. Unlike stationary dunes found in many desert regions, the dunes at White Sands are constantly shifting and changing shape. This phenomenon is due to the prevailing winds in the area, which blow from the southwest. As the wind carries sand particles across the basin, the dunes slowly migrate in a northeast direction. Over time, this movement creates a mesmerizing and ever-changing landscape. Visitors can witness the ongoing transformation of the dunes, making each visit to White Sands a unique experience. 1.3 The Alkali Flat. At the heart of White Sands National Park lies the Alkali Flat, a vast area of flat terrain surrounded by towering dunes. This feature is often used as a reference point for hikers and photographers, as it provides a striking contrast to the dunes and the blue New Mexico sky. The Alkali Flat is also an essential component of the park's ecosystem, as it collects and retains water during periods of rainfall. This water supports a variety of plant and animal species adapted to the harsh desert environment. We will explore the park's unique ecology in more detail in Chapter 2. Chapter 2: Ecosystem Diversity. 2.1 Desert Adaptations. While White Sands National Park may appear desolate at first glance, it is home to a surprising array of plant and animal species that have adapted to the challenging conditions of the gypsum dunes. The stark whiteness of the sand presents a formidable challenge for life to take root, but several remarkable adaptations allow certain species to thrive. Plants like the white sand verbena, Abronia fragrans, and the gypsum-loving wildflower, Oenothera organensis, have evolved mechanisms to survive in this harsh environment. They often display unique features such as specialized root systems to anchor themselves in the shifting sands and reflective surfaces to reduce heat absorption. 2.2 Animal life. Despite the seemingly inhospitable conditions, White Sands is home to a diverse range of wildlife. Some of the most iconic inhabitants of the park are the white-tailed antelope squirrels, which are perfectly adapted to the desert environment. These small mammals are often seen darting across the dunes in search of food and shelter. Bird enthusiasts will also find much to appreciate at White Sands. The park is a vital stopover for migratory birds, with species like the greater sandhill crane and snow goose making appearances during their annual journeys. Additionally, visitors may spot raptors like the prairie falcon soaring above the dunes. 2.3 Hydrological Wonders. One of the most surprising aspects of White Sands National Park is its hidden hydrological treasures. Beneath the gypsum dunes lies a vast, ancient aquifer that feeds the park's ecosystems. During heavy rainfall or snowmelt in the surrounding mountains, water percolates through the sand and forms underground rivers and lakes. These unique hydrological features have created a rare phenomenon known as ephemeral playas. These shallow, temporary lakes appear on the surface of the dunes after heavy precipitation events, providing essential water sources for the park's wildlife. They also create stunning reflections of the surrounding dunes, adding to the park's surreal beauty. Chapter 3: Human History and Culture. 3.1 Native American Presence. The Chula Rosa Basin, where White Sands National Park is located, has a rich history of human habitation dating back thousands of years. Native American tribes, including the Mescalero Apache and the Chula Rosa Basin Apaches, have lived in this region for generations. For these indigenous peoples, the gypsum dunes held cultural significance and were used for various purposes, including spiritual ceremonies. Visitors to the park can explore the ancestral connections of these Native American tribes through interpretive programs and exhibits that showcase their history and traditions. Additionally, the park collaborates with local tribes to ensure that their cultural heritage is respected and preserved. 3.2 Early explorers and settlers. The arrival of European explorers and settlers in the American Southwest brought significant changes to the Chula Rosa Basin. Spanish explorers and later Mexican settlers made their way through the region, leaving behind a legacy of cultural exchange and historical landmarks. In the mid-19th century, the United States acquired New Mexico as part of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, marking the end of the Mexican-American War. This acquisition led to increased American settlement in the area and the eventual establishment of military outposts and trade routes. 3.3 Military presence. White Sands National Park has a unique history intertwined with the military. In the early 1940s, the U.S. Army established the White Sands Proving Ground, which later became the White Sands Missile Range. This facility was used for extensive testing of rockets and missiles, including the famous V-2 rocket developed by German scientist Wernher von Braun. The military presence in the region has left a lasting impact on the park's history and landscape.